Nintendo is greedy, and I'm tired of it.
Talk about the Nintendo Switch 2.
But a lot of news has quietly come out about the system, the games, Nintendo, stupid choices, stupid choices, stupid choices, stupid choices.
Yeah, the Switch 2 is horrible. Please do not buy it. So basically, everyone agrees that the Switch 2 is bad. Like, usually, Switch, like, and Nintendo, they have, like, even if most people agree it's bad, usually there's a few supporters that are like, it's a good system. You should buy the Switch 2. But this time, there weren't any. There weren't. They're like, I haven't heard anyone say that it's good. There's some good features, but those are all locked behind a paywall. They literally have a button that costs money. The C button costs money. You have to pay money to have, like, Discord on your Nintendo Switch. Just use Discord. It even looks horrible. It looks like Skype. That's how Moist Critical put it. It looks like Skype. Like, what people used before Zoom. Like, it's horrible. A button costs money. And it probably costs, like, almost $1,000 to get, like, the full features, like the C button, camera, a mic, like, they even have a paid demo. They have a paid demo of the Switch 2. It's like, PS4 had this game called Astrobot, and it was just like, how to use the PS4. Or maybe it was PS5 or something, or the Xbox, I don't know, but it was good. It was a good game, and it was actually, a lot of people said it was better than any Mario game, and it's a free game. You got it with the purchase of the console. Nintendo would never do that. I mean, they have a paid demo. Nintendo's never made a free game in their life that's on the Switch. I mean, like, they made some mobile games. Those are the only free Nintendo games you're ever gonna get. You can get free games on the Switch, but those are made by Nintendo. They're made by random people, and they're usually bad games. Except for, like, Deltarune, that's a good game. But anyways, Switch 2 is horrible. Also, if you haven't heard, the games are gonna cost $80, some less, $70, which is still $10 more than $60, which is already too much. Maybe 40, maybe 50. Some games could possibly be $60 if they are, like, really good games, like Mario Odyssey. When that came out, that was worth $60. But, like, now, like, $80 for a game, that's like what GTA 6 is gonna cost. That's like $20 less than GTA 6, which is like like, that game is about to be absolutely amazing, and you saying Mario Kart is worth GTA 6? It's not. And, like, the next Smash Bros game gonna be like $100. Like, after the Switch 2, what's next? The Switch 3? Like, I'm not even mad that it's a Switch 2. I think that's fine. I think it's fine that they're improving their consoles, like the PS4, the PS5. The PS6 is next. Like Xbox. They just make a new console, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad about that. I'm mad about how greedy they are. And it's like 50% increase in price, which is, it went from $300 to $450. So that's $150 more for stuff that's probably already outdated. People are saying it's modern. It might be modern, but it still seems outdated. The Discord thing is definitely outdated. The C button. It's like, how do they do this? How do they get away with this? This is the only reason they're the richest game company, is because they have people that grew up with it. They were nostalgia. They were nostalgic of the old Nintendo that wasn't this bad. Now Nintendo is greedy. Extremely greedy. Like, greedy is the craziest understatement ever. I'm sorry for that. It is like, they are so greedy. Like, every last penny. Like, they're probably gonna they'd make their games a penny more if people would buy it. If everyone bought their games for a penny more, they'd get it. Like, every last penny. Like, they probably pay someone to, like, find pennies on the streets, because they're that greedy. They're so greedy. Like, $60 for a game? Most of their games are not worth that. Like, a bunch of remakes of old games is not worth that. And Nintendo, they'll never, like, you buy Mario Odyssey for $60, like, it's never gonna go down. Like, even though, like, Game Boy games, if they were still selling those, I bet they'd still be at full price. I bet they might even increase the price. Like, they're just incredibly greedy. The one good thing they did do, the getting rid of scalpers, or attempting to get rid of scalpers. You've probably seen those videos of, like, people fighting over Pokemon cards at Costco. They're trying to stop that, which is good. If you want to pre-order the Switch 2, you have to, like, prove you're a Nintendo fan. You have to have a Nintendo account. You might have to have Nintendo, like, the premium subscription, because you can't scalp that. So that's good. That's the only good thing about this, though. It is kind of funny, though. You have to, like, I think you might have to take a quiz to prove you're a Nintendo fan. Like, you're not a Nintendo fan. You have to take this quiz. You have to prove you're a diehard Nintendo fan and you know every 1,000 Pokemon, all 1,000 Pokemon. I think I might know. No, I know all the Pokemon up to Gen 8 and then I stop. Anyways, but like they're so greedy. They're so greedy. A paid demo for a game is insane. Like Astrobot, the game Astrobot, that game looks good enough. People would pay money for it, and they kind of do because they buy the console. If you buy a $450 console, you should get stuff with it. You shouldn't have to buy those. The Switch I have is actually a Smash Bros. Switch, so it has Smash Bros. On the thing. Like it's preloaded onto the Switch. That's good. They should give you should get some free games when you buy the console. Cause like it's like if you bought a TV but it couldn't show anything. You had to buy everything. There was no free things. It's like when you buy a phone. A phone is nothing without its apps and without in which you have to pay for service and stuff. You have to pay for Wi-Fi. Like it's the Switch 2 is like a shell. It's just like an empty shell of you can play some games on it. For $80 you can play, and for $70, what a steal. $70 for a Donkey Kong game that nobody likes. And a Mario Kart game. Like that Mario Kart game better be insane. They better be updating it for like 3 years. $80 for a game. They never update their games. The only time they update their games is DLC, which isn't really an update. Or like bug fixes. But they don't even do bug fixes that much. Only if it's like a game-breaking bug. Or it lets you be creative. Like they actually, like there was Mario Maker levels that got taken down because they were too creative. Like it's not too creative, but like because they use glitches. Someone made like Crossy Road in Mario Maker, they took it down. Too creative. They just want to limit everything. They're like the Mafia. They're the video game Mafia. The video game Mafia is Nintendo. There's this guy called Gary Bowser, and he did commit a crime. He sold hacked Switches, which is bad. They sued him for like $1 billion. Not $1 billion, like $5 million. He made like $1,000 off of selling Switches. Hacked Switches. And I think he should have gotten in trouble for that. That is a crime. Piracy is bad. But, like, that's generational, like, reverse generational wealth. It's generational debt. Like, probably, like, 2 generations of people, 2 generations of Gary Bowser's family are going to be paying that off. Because Nintendo wanted, like, that money is nothing to them and everything to him. It's $5 million and it's nothing to Nintendo. They are probably multi-billionaires. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they make like $3 billion a year. It's probably gonna increase if people buy this. I hope they don't. I hope they don't buy this. But I feel like they are. Cause there are some benefits. It is a good console, but it's not worth this much money. Like, if you buy like some American cheese, I mean, that's good cheese, but it's not worth like $10. It's worth like maybe one, like probably not one, probably like 25 cents for a slice of American cheese, like processed. But like a Switch 2, a Switch 2 is worth probably $300, like the Switch 1 was. $300, $250, because it's not really worth anything. The Switch 2 is not worth anything. It's only worth what it costs to make. And that's what it should be sold for. Because if you wanna have any games on it, if you wanna have any fun on it, if you wanna like the Switch subscription, I don't think that's bad. I think that's fine. The Switch subscription, Nintendo subscription, that's fine. They can have that. But what they can't have is $80 games that people buy. Like, why are you buying these? Stop buying these. Buy, like, and Switch isn't even like, if you buy a game from another person that makes games, it's gonna be worse on the Switch. The performance is gonna be worse. You're gonna play worse at the game. Like, PC is the best way to play a game. Console is usually worse. Some people are good at controller. Switch, it costs money. Even the controller costs money. They don't include anything. They don't include a single game. They don't include like anything. I think when you buy a Switch, you should get a Nintendo membership for like a month or a week or something. You don't get anything when you buy the Switch, except for the Switch, which it can play games, but only if you buy the games for $80. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I'm just mad. Please subscribe and like if you made this far in the video, cause this is enraging.